guests, one of our guests, Julia Messi, who is honorary consul of the Chechen Republic, Ichkeria,
yes.
and who has also invited to join this event his colleague Rosa Dunaeva from Austria, also an honorary consul of the Ichkerian Chechen Republic. And this event is marked by these posters, which have been prepared as a part of the effort of the exiled Chechen Republic that is raising awareness about the particular tragic aspect. And,
yes, because of after, yeah. I read his text, yeah. The Chechen people have been subjected to repression, deportation, and war by Russia for centuries. Every few decades, brutal campaigns of extermination have been waged against the Chechens, from Stalin's deportation to the wars of 1994 and two wars we had 1999. And today, the occupation of Chechnya by pro-Russian regime continues. Despite this, the Chechens retain their cultural traditions and identity, even in exile around the world. Moreover, they face persecution and repression even outside of Russia, often with the assistance of European states, acting in the Kremlin's favor. Many councils in whole Europe, not Chechen nation, other nation, Belgium, in Italy, in many countries. Many people support us, many famous people, deputies support us, and for us it's very important, very neat, because we need power, we need, because Russia is strong criminal machine.
Дивляться виставку словацькі студенти. Вони якраз бачать, як це все відбувалося на цих плакатах. Як вони виглядали.
Raising the awareness of the fate of Chechen people in Europe, in this European context. We have mentioned already in your presentation also critical remarks on the European policies that are hypocritical, if I remember correctly, in having a double standard. So when you are reflecting on this, what do you see the future of this struggle for the Chechen independence in the current situation? What are the initial reflections of your community on what is going on with the onset of the Trump administration and with the current peace talks that are perhaps leading to let's say a ceasefire? So how offer us some perspectives?
I want at first, I want to show this is our first president for independence. You know, it's his name, Johar Dudaev. Johar Dudaev. Before his death, he said for our nation, for Chechen people, please don't stop and don't surrender, don't give up. Yes. And he knows Russian structures, Russian machine, Russian government, how they think, what they think inside, everything. And he's wishing, yes. And today, many Chechen people like hostage. In Europe also like hostage. They are afraid because of Russia. If Europe recognize Chechen people, then Russian opinion, Russian wishes all destroyed. That's why we continue all European countries to help us fight against Russia and recognize Chechen Republic of Ichkeria, like free, like independence. Yes, we have one petition. We have one petition in Europe Parliament, and we need many voices, many signatures. It's petition for freedom for Chechnya, European recognition for the Chechen Republic of Ichkeria. Yes, it's our steps. Yeah, and we need support for European, because my nation is so small, but Russia don't want to leave us. Yes, it's Russian nation. It's good instrument for Russia for make propaganda, for win, for other bad things. Yes, it's you here QR code. You can make it later. Yes,
Now maybe explore the questions that you may have after listening and hearing what our guests have said already, or what you have seen, or what you have read.
Aside from Ukrainian point of view, I think sometimes that Slovak Republic is one of examples what is way of history, of world history. In any way, 300 years ago, we have no Slovak Republic, we know Slovenian, but nation exists. And then in the end of the 18th century, French Revolution, then it's first of all about the equality, about the fairness and everything. And then we see in collapse of monarchy, Austrian monarchy in 1848, and then Austrian-Hungarian Empire in 1867. And then we can see burning of the Czechoslovakian Republic 1919 with Woodrow Wilson and everything. And then come to the Slovak nation, new possibility, and we can see in 1991 another step when Slovak Republic is independent. And in a way, it is way of history, and from French and Austria, or Rakushka. That's all, and it's way of history. And this way, 200 years, yeah, 200 years. In any way, for Chechen Republic, for Ukrainian Republic, it's another way. What we can see about Ukraine, we have some state in 17th, 18th year, 100 years. And for us, it is paradise. It was parliament, it was elected hetman, so like president, and our name was not Ukraine, our name was Hetmanshina. Hetmanshina consisted from two states. One, it's hot, it's Zaporizhia. Zaporizhia, it's like army and everything, it's security. And Hetmanshina, where we have elected our dirigents. And Chechen in Caucasus, it's one of the nations, it's very rich, very sovereign, I'd like to say. And we have always this contact, Ukraine nations and Caucasian nations. And we knew about nохчи. Nохчи, you know, yeah? Nохчи is right way, yeah? Like Slovak say Rakushka, not Austria or Österreich, yeah? That's why nохчи, it is a real name for Chechen Republic, for Chechens. And what I'd like to say, that in 1845, our poet, Shevchenko, has written in Ukrainian verse, it's called Caucasus. It is dedicated to one of the friends who was dead in the Caucasian War. But you can see 1845, 1848 revolution for all the Europe in any way. And then he belongs to empire, Russia, empire, so on. But in any way, he speaks not Russian, only Ukrainian, because we have this tradition of our own culture and so on. Our special agency in Ukraine. Now we have SBU, and SBU make every possible to be secure for Chechen people, and that's why they know that in case of some death, there would be death in Moscow too, because a lot of murders it would be killed there in Moscow or in Kherson or something like that. That's why it is equivalent. Understand?
Ones. Does the government in exile focuses also on publishing literature, sponsoring maybe language programs, doing community centers, so more of a soft community activities, are there any university programs around Europe which focus on Chechen culture? Maybe that would be also interesting to learn more about that, because this is a probably long-term struggle at the level of politics, but maybe the students would be interested to learn more about the kind of day-to-day life of the community and how the community is interacting with the life in the European countries, such as universities, an institution such as universities.
I speak with our Ukrainian community that each Ukrainian school must have some study of some languages of Soviet Union, former Soviet Union. For instance, we have 22 republics at the moment in Federation. That's why Tatar, Kalmyk, Nохчи, Buryat, Yakut must be studied in our schools. And of course in university, but schools is very...
These are schools in Ukraine, yeah?
Yeah, for instance in Ukraine. That's why it is communicated. That's why we communicated directly on the nохчи language, only on Tatar language, without any Russian. What is the Russian? No, we have such a cultural and nохчи language, very rich, with a lot of synonyms, antonyms, and special understanding in Swansea, how we say it here in German.
Is it taught in any of the, or studied as a part of any language centers or language faculties in Europe?
Chechen?
No.
There are many schools in Europe, in Vienna, in France, in Nizza, in Paris, many schools, special Chechen language. Yes.
Special, I used Google Translator with nохчи. When we are corresponding with somebody, okay, no problems, something different, but in any way it's good. It's one of the
several months.
And another way, dance, nохчи dance. We didn't see, but we saw how they dance. Irish dance, relaxed, and cup of coffee. Really, it's a lot of dances. And when it was in 90s. One ensemble here in Europe, young nохчи men, they dancing all over the Europe. When you can see it, it's
can you show us any of the
I suppose in YouTube you can see it. Yeah.
Metro, you can show me.
You know, it is, for instance...
Next time, I promise, with Uri, we make cultural event.
No, for instance,
Yes, of course, I promise you.
Flight.
We can make it.
flight 3.
Yes, yes.
No, for instance, flight 3-5 meters and then 10 meters on the knees. You know, it's one of the elements of the dance of nохчи.